Welcome to Have I Got News for You. I'm Roy Wood Jr. In the news this week, Westminster Dog Show winner addresses the media.
I'm glad he acknowledges that I'm a good boy. I am a good boy.
Andrew Cuomo addresses why he'll never get into heaven.
I did not do enough on social media.
RFK Jr. unveils new measles policy. On Amber's team tonight, he's a stand-up comedian, podcaster, and actor whose 2025 YouTube comedy special is called Thief of Joy, and he recently emceed a rally for Zohran Mamdani, so I'm hoping he can get me a bus for free. It's Gianmarco Soresi. And joining Michael, she's an acclaimed journalist and Russia expert whose new book, Motherland, comes out on October 21st. Let's hope it doesn't land her in Siberia. It's Julia Ioffe. All right, let's get to it. The biggest stories of the week. Gianmarco, Amber, watch the video and tell me what is the story.
Okay, so
Pentagon?
the Pentagon, we all know that shape.
Pete Hegseth?
Journalists.
Yeah.
Asking a question. And then a mass exodus. The journalists refused to sign a thing.
And journalists from across the whole spectrum, centrist, far right, the whole media landscape.
Hang on, I know you know. I'm talking to Amber. What was the thing?
So the thing they wouldn't sign, now that's complicated.
Closing up. Yes, the story is Pete Hegseth stands for serious journalism.
Don't freeze up.
Live Skateboard Academy, John Collins.
It's like the Today Show if everybody was Matt Lauer. So, does anyone know why the Pentagon wants the press to sign this new agreement?
Because Pete Hegseth is obsessed with leaks. It reminds me of the military censorship that Putin instituted in March of 2022 when he invaded Ukraine.
So Trump's gonna like it.
Love it, yeah.
Yes, one reason for the new policy for the journalists to sign off to cover the Pentagon might have something to do with the leaks.
Time and time again, classified information is leaked or peddled for political purposes to try to make the president look bad.
Is he including the leaks that he started when he was on the Telegram? Is that what it was?
That's a different leak.
That was a different leak.
That's my leak. I'm talking about y'all leaking.
Oh.
Not only was Fox News amongst the groups that decided to walk out of the Pentagon, but even Newsmax refused to agree. Newsmax! According to the Associated Press, the new rules would ban journalists from large areas of the Pentagon without an escort, as well as giving Hegseth the right to revoke press access from reporters who even ask for any information that he hasn't okayed for release.
This is horrible. They don't allow journalists in, but they allow escorts in? I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Does it count if he gave consent for you to publish it, but then he sobers up and takes it back?
Here's Hegseth explaining the issue to Trump.
You can't just roam anywhere you want. It used to be, Mr. President, the press could go anywhere, pretty much anywhere in the Pentagon, the most classified area in the world.
It's not true. I mean, you'll be shocked to know it's not true.
Wait, can you roam around the Pentagon?
No, you can't roam around the Pentagon. There are many areas you can't go as a civilian and as a journalist.
I thought the place with the most classified documents was Mar-a-Lago.
Can't roam around there either, I think.
Unless you're an escort.
Her name is Melania Trump.
We are getting spicy tonight. One reason why people might be wanting access at the Pentagon is it could be all the shopping and the restaurants that are in the building. Now, I did not know this. In addition to the CVS that's in the Pentagon, there's also an AT&T, a jeweler, a florist, a dry cleaners. The Pentagon is also home to a McDonald's, a Five Guys, a Taco Bell, Subway, Panera, Popeyes, Potbelly, Panda Express, Jamba Juice, Starbucks, a Dunkin' with a Baskin-Robbins, and a Dunkin' without a Baskin-Robbins. That's why the generals are fat.
I didn't see one Planet Fitness in that whole list.
I just thought of the Pentagon as a place I don't want to go. That shit sounds great.
Would anyone like to guess which chain restaurant a government website says is opening soon at the Pentagon?
How? Everything is already in there.
Oh, it's missing some stuff.
They're missing a Chick-fil-A.
They're missing an IHOP.
Chipotle?
That's a little too ethnic.
It's Chick-fil-A. It's Chick-fil-A.
Gotta be Chick-fil-A,
It's
right?
Chick-fil-A.
The answer, it's Planet Hollywood.
What?
Don't disrespect. Planet Hollywood was the shit in '92. It's like an Applebee's, but pictures of Schwarzenegger and Stallone on the wall.
No, but this one's gonna be all Ronald Reagan. That's it.
But most reporters, they're ready to give all of that up in the name of journalistic principle, with the exception of one outlet. Does anyone know the only U.S. TV news outlet that agreed to Hegseth's terms?
Is it a channel called I Can't Believe It's Not Fox?
It's the One America Network, which is a real thing, apparently.
It is OAN, the One American News Network. So far, they're the only U.S. TV news outlet to agree to the Pentagon's new policy. And if you know OAN, then you know they're always out front asking hard-hitting questions.
OAN.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
I have
Thank you
two
very
questions.
much. You treat me very nicely.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
consider the term Chinese food racist
No.
because it's food that originates in China?
Hard-hitting journalism. Why the secrecy on all of this? Why do you all think the Defense Cabinet is trying to keep everything under wraps in Washington?
We're about to invade Venezuela. Do they not want people to know about that? Because, shit, I know about it.
They aren't good with keeping secrets
No.
at all.
No.
I know too much. You know how hard information has to work to get here? I know everything, and I don't want to. You know what? I'm for this.
One thing that they're not bothering to explain, our government that is, they're not bothering to explain the recent bombings of boats in the Caribbean Sea. Points on both sides for that. There are the Venezuelan strikes that Trump keeps posting videos of to social media, claiming that the boats were carrying drugs.
Why would they shoot the boat in the water with no proof? Why wouldn't you just wait till it got here and be like, hey, are there any drugs? Yes, there are. I see them. Hey, now you go to jail. We make money off your ass in jail. We don't make any money off you when you're at the bottom of the sea.
So you look at this, you go, how can we make more money off this?
That's right.
Trump is actually going even harder on the issue. Trump confirmed that he's authorized covert CIA action in Venezuela, saying, quote, we are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control.
I'm not familiar with covert ops as well as maybe I should be. Do you typically announce when you're starting covert ops?
The Venezuelans don't watch our channels.
Right.
You gotta go, hey, shit's about to get covert.
Venezuelan President Maduro is trying to play ball. He even offered America a huge piece of his country's resources. Question, what did Trump say to Maduro's offer on Friday?
No thanks. We'll take all of it.
Here's Trump.
What should we do in order to stop that? He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody.
Honestly, that's a pretty good closing line. You know what? Because he doesn't want to fuck with the United States. Good night, everybody. That's pretty good.
Now, we got the drama in Venezuela, but that's not the only country that America was getting pushy with this week. Question, who was the other country that America was kind of bumping shoulders with this
That bitch Canada.
I love how confidently wrong you are. I love it. China, right? I mean, he's
week? The answer is
tariffs.
Russia.
Hey, you should have known that one, I gotta say.
Hegseth said, quote, if there's no path to peace in the short term, then the United States, along with our allies, will take the steps necessary to impose costs on Russia for its continued aggression.
They're not, though. They're not. Because then he got on the phone with Putin and he said, hey, is it okay if I give tomahawks to Ukraine? And Putin said no, and he was like, all right.
Why did they say anything then? Like, what's the point? What's the point of Pete saying that?
It's to bring him to the table so that he can get that fucking Nobel Peace Prize.
He missed the deadline.
You didn't get the application in?
On Friday, Trump met with Ukrainian President Zelensky in Washington, and when asked whether Ukraine or Russia was doing better at negotiating a ceasefire, Trump said, quote, I think they're both doing a great job. Are they both doing a great job?
At what? At shooting at each other? Fantastic. Do you remember the first time that Trump got mad at Putin this time? And he put out that Truth Social post where he's like, Vladimir, stop.
Either way, the White House is determined to control the narrative, and that's maybe with good reason. What have Pentagon insiders said about Pete Hegseth's demeanor?
That he got demeanor than he used to be.
I heard that he's stressed, he's anxious, he's thinks he's gonna get fired.
What are your sources saying? I'll tell you what my sources are saying.
What are your sources saying, Michael?
They're saying he sucks. That what
Yeah,
your
I mean, that
sources-
is in fact what my sources are saying.
In a Daily Mail article earlier this fall, Pentagon workers described Pete by saying, quote, dude's crawling out of his skin, which is perfectly normal for lizard people. They molt. It's not a big deal. Michael, Julia, watch the clip. Tell me, what is the story?
Argentina.
Oh, that's Argentina. Oh, and that's the guy who's he's in charge of it, and then he's much shorter than I thought he would be, but he's got a terrible haircut. Oh, I understand what this is. The United States of America gave Argentina $20 billion, and then Argentina, in exchange, is selling soybeans to China?
Perfect score. Damn. Yes, the story is Trump's Argentinian bailout, who it helps, who it hurts, and why it's happening at all when we could probably use the money a little bit more here at home. Is that a good thing?
Trump's obviously getting something out of it, and you know, it's not the first time Argentina has helped out a Nazi.
Well, one reason why sending $20 billion to Argentina is a bad idea is because the money is going to this guy.
Listen, if you don't let your children pursue the arts, this is what happens. They're gonna do it at some point. It's either before they're a dictator or after.
That is Argentinian President Javier Milei. Look at the president.
Dollar store Wolverine right there.
He looks like a British variety show host with allegations pending.
The Trump administration is moving forward with the bailout for Dollar Store Wolverine's country of Argentina, providing a $20 billion lifeline that will come in the form of a currency swap with the nation's central bank, which they need because Milei implemented what is called fiscal shock therapy. He's slashing energy and transportation subsidies, laying off government workers, freezing public infrastructure projects, and as a result, the Argentinian economy is slowing down.
Is he also the president of this country? Because that's exactly what's happening here.
Sounds similar, right? Trump is kind of running the same playbook here.
President Trump's Energy Department is canceling $7.5 billion in clean energy projects.
The White House fired an estimated 4,000 federal workers.
Last week, he announced that he was freezing $18 billion for critical infrastructure.
Yeah, just so we understand, we're fine sending $20 billion to Argentina, but this summer, Congress clawed back $1.1 billion that had been allocated to public broadcasting. So yes.
Hey, shut up. Listen to me. The fewer people who are watching public broadcasting, the more people who are watching this show, and I need the job.
I just think it's wild. We don't have money for Sesame Street, but we have money for a man who looks like Ernie's pervert uncle.
They're both making the same smile. That's what's so...
And so if Argentina wins, then question, who loses?
We sell our soybeans to China But China said, we don't want your soybeans anymore because you keep putting tariffs on it. So instead, we're going to go to Argentina and buy their soybeans, which are being grown with our dollars.
I hate it.
Yeah.
If Argentina's winning, American farmers are losing, and here's how they're losing.
For the first time on record, Chinese buyers ordered 0 soybeans from U.S. farmers as the fall harvest began. China typically purchases more than half of America's crop. While tariffs shut down exports, the U.S. Treasury helped bail out Argentina.
So Argentina's economy was busted before Milei, and then people elected Milei because he's like, I'm an anarchic capitalist, I'm going to fix the economy with all these crazy things I'm going to do, like shock therapy. And then he gets elected, and he's like,
Yeah, you do shock therapy, and then you look at the electric bill, you go, oh, fuck. I need $20 billion right now.
Argentina has defaulted on its debt 9 times since they became a country in 1816 and 3 times since 2000, most notably in 2001 when they defaulted on a $132 billion worth of foreign debt.
Well, no wonder Trump likes them. He sees himself in them.
But for Trump, taxpayer money isn't just a reward for his friends, it's also a weapon against his enemies, including mass transit projects in Chicago and hydrogen energy projects in Washington State and California. What city is Trump targeting more than any other city?
New York, New York! You're a theater kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's New York City. Trump has stopped the delivery of about $18 billion in pledged investments for 2 major projects, the 2nd Avenue subway and the Hudson River Tunnel. Who does Trump say is to blame if New York City funding gets cut?
So, Ron.
Points.
Yeah.
You're right. Trump is blaming New York City mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani. There he is. Yeah, Trump has been lobbing threats at New York City for a while. He says New Yorkers need to elect someone else or the city gets it.
He's a communist. He's down and dirty. He's a communist. And I'm very generous, and I was always very generous with New York, but I wouldn't be generous to a communist.
it's not his personal fucking money.
It's Argentina's.
I do have an unrelated detour, Gianmarco.
Yeah.
At the Mamdani rallies, what kind of food they be serving?
I will say this, it wasn't the most exciting food, but there was enough for everybody.
We'll be right back.